How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So, after our disappointment in the FA Cup fourth round, and then our win to Newcastle, we had a tight game against City that we lost 1-0 to a relatively early goal, and then we got absolutely spanked by Chelsea 4-0. Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic on top form in that game. But right now we're back, and we have a chance to get a bit of revenge on Everton for knocking us out of the FA Cup. Now, we have made some tactical changes. I think I've moved to a tactical system that sort of suits the players I have a little bit better. We'll jump in and take a look at that in a minute. But before we get started, let's get through the standard admin. Ooh, little white glare thing. Up which way? That way, yeah, up there. We've got the sun coming through the window and it messes up with the green screen every now and then. But let's get a little bit of admin out the way. Sorry, I just punched my microphone there. I apologise for that horrible noise. But yeah, admin out the way. If you haven't already, guys, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. If you like these videos as well, thumbs up helps greatly with the algorithm and gets these videos shared to more people. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. We've actually had to restrict the space of our webcam, as you can see my hand disappearing because of how much of a pain in the backside this sun is. But hopefully now we're going to crack on and get some results against Everton and Villa. See if we can push ourselves further away from that relegation battle. But let's go and have a look at our tactics here. So we've gone for a standard 4-3-2-1 with the defensive midfielder here as a regista, which is just a more creative deep-lying playmaker, if you like. Obviously, we've still got our Masala and a box-to-boxer there. And then we've got our inverted forwards and wingers with our centre-forward up front. Now, Simunovic and Sviatchenko, I'm hoping they get a better partnership as we crack on here. But we've gone more of a tiki-taka here rather than a counter-attack because we've got players with very good passing ability. That's the main thrust behind it. One thing I am going to do here, though, is I'm going to move Adam Armstrong in for Jack Vale for now. In fact, and then I'll put Jack Vale back in for Ben Woodburn. I think we've got a decent setup here to do both of them. For some reason, though, Lenihan is still... is injured, so he's going to have to come out for Machucha there. And this is us ready to face Everton now. This is the squad that we're going to face Everton with. So let's get our pre-match press conference done and see what goes on here. Blackburn play their next fixture at an earlier kick-off time than fellow strugglers. Is an advantage to play first and lay down a marker. Could give us a psychological edge, yes. As things stands, we can determine our own destiny. Do you believe this makes you favourites to stay up? We have the power to make sure of it, yet. We didn't have the best of times against Chelsea. We want a positive reaction, for sure. Am I concerned of Butterworth's poor form? He's got to do better, but he'll be the first person to tell you that. Valkyrie's been playing well. How do you envisage his development going? Happy to see him putting in the building blocks. I wouldn't expect so. We've agreed a deal. 40-point target to avoid relegation looks within reach. Are you confident of avoiding relegation? I'm confident of finishing well. However many points that leaves us with doesn't matter. We should be fine. That's my view of this. And Glenn Wright liked that. So let's see if any of our players like it. Apparently not. But let's get ourselves into this Everton game, shall we? If we can get some points out of these Everton and Villa games. I mean, hell, Villa are 5th. They're absolutely flying. Everton are 11th. They're a little bit closer to us. We are 15th at the moment. But I think we can jump up to 13th, maybe even 12th with a win against Everton. But we'll find out. Again, the continues starting to take longer and longer and longer here. But I'm looking forward to the summer transfer window so I can get rid of a lot of deadwood. If I can get rid of a bunch of players, I mean, I say deadwood, but hell, even people like maybe Ben Berreton, he could bring in quite a lot of money for us. May even get rid of Niambe if we can find a decent right-back replacement because there's people after him as well. I never thought I'd say it, but we might get rid of Bradley Dack as well. Especially if we can bring in some more midfield reinforcements. Because we've got a decent selection of forwards already in Jack Vale, Adam Armstrong and Jonas Wind. We don't necessarily need Berreton and Dak. We've got Evander who's playing that advanced role. We've got Curtis Jones, but he's obviously going to be returning to Liverpool at the end of the season. And I doubt we're going to be able to afford to bring him in permanently. Same with Harvey Elliott. Ben Woodburn's already joining somebody else. So we're going to be looking to use loans in the summer transfer window as well to bring in some support. But we need to strengthen our defence, and I think we need to strengthen our central midfield as well. But I've just recently been recommended a wonder kid left winger from Brazil, so I think that's going to be my main target, but he's going to cost me 14 mil to bring in, which I don't have the money to do right now, so we're going to have to check this in the summer window. So let's get our opposition instructions in, and we will defend a bit more narrowly. We're not going to change any of this. Let's go to our team selection. So this is where we're sitting. We want to probably bring Bentaleb in for... Who do you want to bring Bentaleb in for? We don't need 3 forwards, so we'll bring him in for Brereton. That works for me. Although that does leave us a bit light on the right winger side, but we'll make do. We'll make do. We'll be okay, I think. Let's submit the team here. Harvey Elliott might just have to play the whole game here. Curtis Jones is keen to familiarise himself. That is the attitude that we want. We have been running match tactics quite heavily in training, so these guys should be getting better and better and better with the new tactics that we've given them. But let's see now if we can. We need to step up our game here to end it. We owe Everton. Let's rouse people up that way. With Fulham not in action, is it a prime opportunity? It might give us a boost. Blackburn side hold their relegation destiny. It's not been the easiest of seasons, but we've worked hard to give ourselves breathing room, and it's important to keep that going. Now, let's see if we can make an impact on Everton compared to the last time we played them, as Ben Godfrey plays forward to Richarlison there. Martinez there dispossessing, or rather intercepting the pass directed to Calvert-Lewin, and it allows us to start off on the front foot. And let's see if we can... I mean, yeah, we've taken the first shot, and it was on target as well. So let's hope that continues, as we have Niambe taking a throw here in our defensive third to Sviatchenko, who finds Niambe again. Our passes should all be a lot shorter now we're in this tiki-taka style, but there goes Niambe with a long ball looking for wind, but Michael Keane is there and can switch it out to John Joe Kenny, and now James Rodriguez is pushing forward here. Through ball towards Calvert-Lewin, and it was a good one. And for some reason, our defenders just stand still and allow Richarlison to come in and just tap a goal in there. Well done, defenders. That's exactly what we want you to do. We want you to just stand there and do nothing. Now let's see this again. You'll see just how stationary they were. So brilliant defensive work there from Sviatchenko and Buffon. Niambe just doesn't do anything. Sviatchenko tries to get across, but Richarlison just jumps in and poaches there. So now we're gonna have to give these guys something to play for, I think. So demanding more is probably not the best idea here, but I think we'll just go with our standard encouragement, as Barrios here feeds James again. Now Barrios finds Iwobi, finds John Joe Kenny, who shoots into the side netting. Half of the ground thought that went in, Football Manager tells us. Let's give the lads some encouragement now. Come on, guys. Sviatchenko finds Harvey Elliott, who plays a lovely ball through to Evander, who's just broken the offside trap, and Nyland is equal to it. Fantastic save there. That was a lovely move. Hopefully we can bring some more of those in, as Evander now to take the corner. Swings one in towards the head of Jonas Wind, but it is met by an Everton head instead. Let's see what's happening here with Williams. Just giving the ball to James Rodriguez, as you do. There was much better options for a throw there, as Sviatchenko puts that into touch for a throw-in. Now we've got an Everton throw here as Roussillon finds Iwobi, who cuts inside towards Barrios, but Evander intercepts there and now has a chance to break. He feeds Harvey Elliott here on the right-hand side. Can he pull it back? It gets ricochets off to Niambe. He plays it into Chouer at the back post, who with his first start in a while equalises and makes it 1-1 again. This could be the start of something beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Revenge may still be on the cards, as Elliott finds some brilliant space there, but his cross is blocked and it falls to Niambe, who finds Chouer in so much space in the area. You can't just leave forwards unmarked like that. Brilliant goal for Blackburn there. Now let's hope there's more to come. With rather quiet for highlights so far. Half an hour of the game gone as James swings in that corner, but Sviatchenko rises to head that clear, and it's going to get picked up by Iwobi. Iwobi plays it inside to Michael Keane, who's going to look for that forward ball but can't find it and has to play it to Roussillon. Roussillon then looks for that forward ball, and Richarlison has space here out on the left-hand side for Everton. Now it's Gbamin Finds the head of Barrios, but he can only nod it wide, and that's going to be a goal kick for Blackburn Rovers. As Buffon plays it short to Sviatchenko, who finds Curtis Jones in a decent amount of space here. And now Nyambe is breaking down the right. He's getting chased by Richarlison here, though, and he ends up being dispossessed by Gbamin. And Richarlison now has time to think about how he wants to start this play, and it's played to Michael Keane, who finds Calvert-Lewin with a long ball. Direct style from Everton here, really making use of Calvert-Lewin's strengths there, as it's now with Kenny on the right-hand side. Plays it into Richarlison on the penalty spot, but Nyambe is strong enough to dispossess him there as he attempts to shoot. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, need to specifically mark him. I'll ignore that for now. As we approach half-time now, it's still 1-1. Relatively evenly matched game, it looks like. We have been more accurate with our passes. Let's go straight into the dressing room and see. We don't really have anyone playing poorly, so I don't think I'm going to take anyone off right now. But let's keep on saying I'm happy so far, carry on playing well. And this Wind starts the second half by finding Martinez. And now Simunovic and Sviatchenko knocking it between themselves. End up finding Curtis Jones, and it's back with Sviatchenko, whose long ball to Wind ends up coming to nothing. Let's see, can we get some more highlights here? So the front line of Everton are playing very well. Our defensive line's playing pretty well. And obviously Schuer's playing pretty well as well. Let's give them some more encouragement. Come on, boys. Get up there and do something. And here we are as we have a throw from Williams on our left-hand side. Evander, though, his ball is blocked by Barrios, and now Everton have a chance to move forward. It's John Joe Kenny, feeds it to James, back to Barrios, and now it's Calvert-Lewin trying to make his way forward, has to play it back to Barrios, who switches it across to Richarlison, who is forced backwards, but now Roussillon is making a move down this left-hand side, swings it into Calvert-Lewin. That was a fantastic team goal for Everton. I cannot complain about that one. That was close to beautiful. But I think we're going to have to take off Curtis Jones right here now. Curtis Jones is playing our box-to-box role, and that to me sounds like a Bentaleb role. Let's bring him on there. As Evander finds Martinez. Played out towards Nyambe, but Richarlison intercepts, and it's Roussillon and Richarlison combining on this left-hand side again. Finding Calvert-Lewin, who plays it back to Gbamin, and now it's Roussillon still trying to find a place to deliver here. But Nyambe does brilliantly, forcing it behind for a corner. We are going to head to attacking, and we are going to set our tempo higher. As Evander finds Martinez. Played out towards Nyambe on the right-hand side. Nyambe works his way into the area here, looks for his delivery, but has to go backwards to Martinez. But it's back with Nyambe again, who finds Elliott on the penalty spot, who tries some silky skills, but it doesn't come off. And now Everton can counter-attack, and Calvert-Lewin is forcing his way into the area here. He's got support arriving, but Martinez does well to dispossess him and play it out for a throw. Kenny to take a throw here now. Iwobi, back to Kenny. Finds Iwobi again. Played to Richarlison at the back post, but he can only head it over the bar. Blackburn hang on still. I'm not going to do anything with that right now. As we see here as Kenny feeds James into Sigurdsson. Back to Barrios again. Barrios switching it out towards Richarlison. Nyambe is there. Can he dispossess him? And he does fantastically, but Richarlison recovers and plays it out to Roussillon, who delivers it into Barrios, who can only head wide. Let's go very attacking for the last few minutes. Come on, guys. Here we go. Nyambe with his throw to Bentaleb. Finds Nyambe again. Played back to Sviatchenko. Bentaleb to Martinez. Martinez looking to feed Evander there. But Michael Keane picks it up and ends up hoofing it out for a corner. Both Evander and Wind were bearing down on that. As now Evander looks to deliver this towards Simunovic at the back post, but he can only head it over the bar. 3 minutes, to be added on. This is definitely more positive from Rovers, though. But now James with a throw in the attacking third here. Williams ends up heading it clear, but only as far as Gbamin, who plays a nice 1-2 with Barrios and ends up going back towards Michael Keane. And that is the final whistle. Calvert-Lewin was the nail in the coffin for Blackburn Rovers, but that was not a bad performance at all. Our defensive line was good. So I'll be positive about that. And now we head off to play Aston Villa, who have been massively overperforming this season. And we've got to hope that we can do something there. How will that result? I want to see a reaction because we played well that game. We did play well that game. Hopefully we've got a... Oh, wow. They're satisfied, but they want to... Performance hasn't been good enough and my position's under serious threat. Oh, dear. Considering we would like to know why you think the team has performed so badly. I think it looks worse than it is. We've played well, but the form table doesn't show that. Stick to the plan and everything will work out fine. Recognize that the form table does believe it's important to stay on good terms with you, so hopefully we can continue to work together. They're giving me the benefit of the doubt. Woo! I mean, they're pleased with a lot of things for me, and I am overachieving expectations. So they can't be too unhappy with me. We will just, let's see where he plays. He's a right winger, really. We'll just acknowledge that for now. And we've got our post-match press conference. Let's see what they're saying. Our result against Everton extends what has been fairly unwanted record. How do you keep the players focused? Have a dressing room full of players who are frustrated. Opens the door for Fulham. Keen to see how Fulham approach this, especially with the fear of complacency kicking in. I can see them falling here, though. Yep. Do I get along with Quique Sanchez Flores? I don't know him, but I respect him. And now let's see what comes from that press conference as we head towards our Villa game. Simjanovic liked it, Schuer liked it, and Martinez liked it. Fantastic. And yes, this is not the goalkeeper Martinez. It's a different Emiliano Martinez. But I'm hoping we can do some bits against Villa here, who... It's insane that they've got themselves up to 5th. Arsenal's 20-game unbeaten home run. That's insane. That's nothing like Arsenal in real life, right? Let's see if anything interesting happens between here and the Villa game. Let's hold some team meetings. Really keen to ensure our heads don't drop. Come on, boys. And yes, everyone's like, we need to book up our ideas soon. Exactly the reaction I was after. Morale is starting to rise a little bit. We are doing some extracurricular team bonding things, which should make people happier and their morale rise as well. Because once our team becomes happier, they should start performing better. I'm not sure exactly how important team happiness is for the level of performance that you'll get out of your players, but it can only be an improvement rising it, right? We're still 15th in the league, though, so 15th is not bad considering we were expected to be in a relegation battle, and the board are getting pissy at me for being better than they expected me to be at the beginning of the season. Granted, we did have a very good start, and recently we've been pretty terrible. But I'm hoping that this tactical change that we've made is going to really help us kick on and start making a proper difference here. Now let's crack on through here. Yeah, this person doesn't look like they're going to be good enough, but I'll keep scouting anyway. Neil Mopey, they reckon I should definitely sign him, but 18.25 million is steep for someone who's nowhere near as good as Jonas Wind. Like, nowhere near as good. Doesn't even have the potential to be. He has the potential to be as good as Jonas now, but Jonas is going to be insane for us. We've got Adam Armstrong, who's better than him as well. So, yeah, we'll just acknowledge that. We're not interested in signing him. But I'm still shocked at how young Neil Mopey is. I thought he was one of the old guard in the Premier League, but apparently not. He's in his mid-20s. Now let's see what we're going to do here. Yep, this is going to be match review and recovery there. Let's get some more team bonding in to try and improve happiness. And we are doing physical in this one, where we've got endurance, quickness, and resistance. In fact, let's cancel that one. Let's see if we've got any other physical. So endurance, quickness, resistance, it's all in there. We'll just leave that week as is, because it's a pretty heavy week with all the physical stuff in there anyway. So let's just leave it as it is. We don't want to overexert our players too much. We really do need to start kicking on and getting some results here. Nothing interesting happening here. We're 5 days away from our game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will stop here and join you back as soon as our press conference is ready for our next game. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back ready for our pre-match press conference. Pre-match press conference for our game with Aston Villa. Obviously, Villa are favourites, but let's go in and see what we can say here. So Terry has a reputation for favouring direct football. I try to focus more on the way my team plays. Am I being inflexible? Not at all. I just don't want to tell everybody about my tactical plans. Sheffield United will face Leicester. What do you think of their chance of avoiding the drop? You have to say it doesn't look great for them, but I'm sure they'll give it their all. It's been suggested that I'll adopt I'm looking to play an open, free-flowing game. Emi Martinez has been one of Villa's best players this season. Just how much of his success? I think they'll be a lot worse off without him. Yep. Peter Banks takes charge. The last time he officiated Blackburn, there was no small measure. Are you concerned the same could happen again? I don't have a reason to. What's done is done, and this is a new game. He's well suited to this type of fixture for sure, is Derek Williams. Now let's do this and get into the game. So the only difference in lineup for this game to the last game is we've put the goal scorer on the bench and we're playing Adam Armstrong in his place. So Schuer is going to be starting off the bench today. Gives us a good option who is pretty lethal. He's scored a good number of goals for us this season, but so has Adam Armstrong. And I want to keep Adam Armstrong happy, so we're going to be cracking on with having him in there. So Regis here is not worth looking at. Let's discard that one. Carlinios, though, 27, relatively cheap, attacking midfielder, decent attributes there. Position and role, he's, not so great. We'll just acknowledge that for now. He's cheap, though, so he might be a good option for us going forward if we need to add some depth there, let's say. I didn't even check his potential, but with him being 27, I guess it's not too different to what his actual ability is right now anyway. So there's apparently a rivalry between Leeds and Chelsea. Interesting. Whereas our only rivalry is really Burnley. Come on, it's game time. I'm looking forward to getting into this game. While Everton, I don't want to say we're lucky to beat us there. We definitely had a good chance in that game. Hopefully we can get something similar against Villa here. Where John Terry's the manager. It's definitely interesting. I know he's there as like an assistant now, right, to Dean Smith, but the fact that Smith left after the first season and in the second season Terry's taken over. And now let's have a look at our tactical meeting. So no, we will not bring Branthwaite in for Simunovic, and no, we will not bring Kaminsky on for Buffon. But we will add these instructions. We will go higher tempo slightly. And let's go to our team selection. Have a look at the opposition instructions. This will give us an idea of what they're playing. So Joselu, Odai, and Watkins up front with Sanson, Grealish, and McGinn in midfield with Target, Mings, Konsa, and Zappacosta with Martinez in goal. So we are going to press all of these forwards. We're going to show them all onto their weaker foot. So Watkins obviously getting absolutely everything on him there. McGinn will press. Grealish will press and weaker foot him. Sanson will also press. And we're going to make sure we press and weaker foot the wing backs as well. And why not? We'll press Emi Martinez as well, because we've got our own Emi Martinez. Back to the team selection. Let's submit that team. And fingers crossed we can do some bits here. Williams is looking forward to fighting with Joselu. Jones is looking forward to fighting with Sanson. Evander, not so much against McGinn. But let's crack on and see if we can make something happen in this game. What are we going to say? Huge underdogs. There's no pressure. I know a lot of you will want to avenge. Let's get them eager again. Not long to go until the end of the season. Villa are currently lying 5th with 47 points from 27. There are no easy matches these days, but I think we've got a chance to do well here. Amid criticism that I've struggled to be as defensively secure as the board would like, will we see any... Look, I just want to defend as well as we attack. It's just not always that easy. We'll go for it. As Wind kicks off for us. As Curtis Jones plays it back to Sviatchenko, and now Niambe moving forward. Finds Harvey Elliott, who brings Curtis Jones back into play, who finds Niambe out here on the right-hand side, looking for the delivery. He's brought down in the box, though, and Elliott picks up the loose ball, plays it back to Martinez, who finds Evander. Little knock around between Evander and Martinez there, and it's played out to Armstrong on the left-hand side. Was he onside? He was not. Free kick to Aston Villa, but a positive start there from Rovers, as Martinez looks to send this ball long, only finding Harvey Elliott, though. As Elliott's got room to move forward here. Ends up feeding Adam Armstrong, whose shot is charged down. And now Villa have a chance to counter as Grealish sprints forward with this beautiful through ball to Adai. But was that Simjinovic there? Simjinovic with a brilliant sliding block. End-to-end stuff so far here as Simjinovic takes a free kick out to Emi Martinez. Evander now. Back to Martinez again. Martinez finds Armstrong, who's got space to move forward on this left-hand side, but he's held up a little bit and has to bring Martinez back into play, who finds Derek Williams, who plays it back to Evander, back to Martinez again. We're moving forward, slowly but surely, as that ball tries to find Elliott, but Matt Targett's there to head it away. And now he's got room to move down the left-hand side for Villa. Niambe there marshalling him out, keeping him wide, though. Manages to deliver the ball in, but Hosalu's header is over the bar. And let's see if we can build something going forward here now ourselves. Again, very even game so far. As we have a corner here for Blackburn Rovers now that Evander's going to look to play in. Looking for the header, Jonas Wind, but Mings rises and heads it first, and it comes to Simjinovic. Simjinovic now looking for some support. Tries to find Williams, but Adai jumps in and intercepts that and uses his pace to burst into the area and beat Buffon. Fantastic goal from Adai there. Brilliant vision to jump in and grab the interception, and then that pace was just unplayable. Fantastic goal from Villa there. Let's give the boys some encouragement because we have been doing well as Williams with his throw here looks to find Martinez and succeeds. Now it's with Williams in space on this left-hand side. Delivers it towards Wind, but it's slightly overhit and Target can clear as far as Niambe. As Curtis Jones shoots from the edge of the area, Martinez has to scramble to tip that round the post, and Blackburn Rovers have a corner that Evander is going to look to swing in here. Swings it in looking for the head of Elliott, but Hosalu is there and Armstrong will pick this up and try and find a way to get that back into the danger zone, but it's blocked. And now nothing ends up coming from it. Half an hour gone. Villa still lead 1-0. Simjinovic not having the best of games right here. As Niambe now with a throw. Finds Harvey Elliott, who plays a lovely back heel looking to feed Niambe again, but Target picks up on that. And now Watkins plays it back to Target again, who feeds it back into Watkins, whose shot is only into the side netting, and that's a goal kick for Blackburn Rovers. Played short to Sviatchenko. Simjinovic ends up playing it out to Niambe on the right-hand side, who absolutely skins his man, but ends up coming back to Curtis Jones, who finds Evander, plays in Armstrong. Armstrong switches to Harvey Elliott, who has Niambe breaking up the right wing for him, but ends up playing it to Wind in the centre, who finds Evander, who eventually finds Niambe there, who looking for his delivery, pulls it back to Harvey Elliott, finds Martinez, whose shot is charged down. Elliott appeals for a penalty there. But that ends up injuring Sanson, and Douglas Luiz comes on to replace him. Approaching half-time now, 3 minutes added on here. And we have Aston Villa throw in the attacking third. Zappacosta finds Grealish to Hosalu. Hosalu swings one in there. Buffon rises and punches out as far as McGinn. It ends up coming to Grealish, whose shot is held by Buffon comfortably. And that is half-time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's big the boys up, go and avenge it again. Let's see who is playing poorly, though. We have Simjinovic not playing well at all, so Machucha is going to come on for Simjinovic. Derek Williams isn't playing well either, but we do not have a left-back that we can bring on for him, which is a shame, because we don't have Rankin Costello on the bench. And who's this? Jonas Wind not playing well either, so Jack Vale is going to come on for Jonas Wind right now. And instead of playing as a complete forward... Nope, he's going to play as a complete forward on attack. We'll leave it at that. And let's go to the dressing room again and start the second half. Hopefully this is going to see us kick on again, bringing Jack Vale on with that little bit more pace, I think, than Wind. But right now, McGinn feeds Grealish as Villa look to advance here. With a lovely ball through to Watkins. Ends up coming back to McGinn and Grealish again. And now Douglas Luiz looking to make something happen. Finds Matt Target out here on the left-hand side. But Niambe is over there to knock it out of play for a throw. And it looks like nothing comes from the throw. But there's a throw on the other side that Zappacosta is going to find Grealish with. And then Douglas Luiz plays it in. But Sviatchenko rises to head that clear. And now McGinn and Douglas Luiz playing quick 1-2s in the centre of the park. Trying to find a way, an opening to break down Blackburn there. And again, it's Matt Target on this left-hand side, whose delivery to Odai is fantastic, and it goes straight into the back of the net. We are going to find a more attacking flow here, I think. So let's make our passing slightly more direct, and our tempo is much higher. Cool. We'll stick with that for now. And let's see what we can do. See if that makes a difference for us, as we've got Niambe here with an attacking throw, finding Harvey Elliott, who plays it to Martinez. And then Niambe here, trying to look for his delivery. Knocks it past his defender, but Emi Martinez comes out and claims. Taking his time, looking for his delivery here. But only manages to go as far as Niambe. And now Martinez plays a lovely ball to Harvey Elliott, who skins Target there. Again, looking for the delivery, but Mings ends up getting in and getting a foot across. And now Watkins has two players in front of him. They're almost outnumbering the Blackburn defence here, and they play it to Joselu. But Buffon manages to parry that over the bar, and that's a corner. Grealish looks to deliver this corner. Only goes onto the head of Machucha, and Harvey Elliott's going to pick this up, and Blackburn can look to counter-attack. As Elliott plays it into Curtis Jones, finds Martinez in space. Martinez feeds Adam Armstrong. It's back to Evander, who shoots from range, and it is just wide. Villa have a goal kick here. Oh, this is not going well, considering the border, considering my position. As Grealish's free kick goes wide. It was close, though. Buffon was rooted to the spot. We're going to go with some more encouragement for the boys. As Joselu plays it into Konsa, but it's blocked, and Niambe now has a chance to come away with that. As we've got Williams taking a throw here, finds Armstrong. It's back with Williams again. Plays it back to Martinez, who tries to play a lovely ball up to Elliott there, but it's headed clear, and now Watkins has a chance to send Odai, but surely Odai was offside there. Is that goal going to stand? Is there going to be a VAR review? Odai was offside, I'm sure of it. Can we replay that? Let's see. Let's go for a TV camera again. Can we rewind it a little bit? Let's see. Where the ball was played from. So the ball was... Oh, he is onside, but just... Let's play again. Where's the play button? Oh, there. Yeah, just onside, it looks like. That was unfortunate. Going 3-0 down here is hard. Like, I know we're not used to the tactics that we're playing, but we're playing positive football. But Odai has just been incredible. As Machucha manages to head that clear, and Armstrong's going to look to get on the end of it, but Konsa beats him to it. Derek Williams is playing terribly right now. Who else is playing bad? Curtis Jones not playing good. Harvey Elliott not playing good. And we're 4-0 down. So let's see what we've got here that we can do. So Harvey Elliott isn't playing great. Curtis Jones isn't playing great. So we're going to bring on Rothwell for Jones. And that'll be all of our subs made. Now Sviatchenko finds Niambe. We really need to improve our defence. Niambe beating his challenges and cracking on here down the right-hand side. Going to look for his delivery, but it's blocked by Mata. And Mata ends up clearing all the way up to Lookman. Ademola Lookman now charging his way into the area, trying to find Watkins, but Machucha's there to clear it away, and now Vale can pick it up and start trying to build something for Blackburn. Let's demand more from the boys. Come on, kick on, guys. Do what you're meant to do as target. Only finds Rothwell with his throw there, but Douglas Luiz is going to pick up this loose ball. Finds Grealish. Grealish feeds Zappacosta, who's got room to move forward here on the right-hand side for Villa. He breaks into the area. Plays his delivery into Douglas Luiz, who can only head over the bar. Buffon with the goal kick here. Finds Machucha. Machucha plays it out to Williams. Can Williams make something happen here as he finds Armstrong and plays it back to Martinez? Armstrong again finds Jack Vale. Jack Vale now closed down by two players and dispossessed by Douglas Luiz. And now Lookman has a chance to break forward, but he shoots wide. 4-0 drubbing by Villa. This is not good at all. As Adai now combines with Grealish and Zappacosta and then is closed down by two players, but manages to find Grealish, who then feeds Zappacosta again, who ends up going backwards towards Mings. And now Juan Mata combining with Target and Lookman in a beautiful play here. And Lookman plays it into the middle. Niambe's missed header finds Douglas Luiz, and then he buries it into the back corner. That is 5-0 to Aston Villa. This is a terrible result, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to properly shout at these kids. We're not even getting a goal back here. We're just being absolutely dominated by Villa as Niambe finds Armstrong, who feeds it back to Evander. Martinez to Rothwell. Rothwell looking for support here. Has to play it to Armstrong, who's got a little bit of space to move forward here, but he's being well marshalled. Ends up playing it into Williams, who plays it back to Martinez, and it's Williams again. Martinez delivers it in, but it ricochets around the defenders there, and Williams ends up winning a corner there. Hopefully we can make something happen with this corner that Evander's going to look to swing in. He finds the head of, or tries to find the head of Rothwell, but Watkins rises and clears it, and it falls to Martinez. Martinez plays it forward to Harvey Elliott, who again wins another corner. The Blackburn defenders here are being very resolute in their defending. Sorry, the Villa defenders, as Evander looks to swing this one in. Tries to find the head of Vale, but again, it's Watkins that clears it. And now Rothwell is dispossessed on the edge of the area, giving Grealish a chance to break. But there's a lot of Blackburn shirts back, and Niambe ends up playing it up to Harvey Elliott, who finds Evander in the centre of the park. Back to Martinez. Played through to Vale, and Vale pulls one back with his 7th goal of the season after a beautiful play there. Beautiful team goal from Blackburn Rovers. But surely that's just a consolation after conceding 5. I don't believe this. We've been absolutely battered here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm there talking in the last few episodes about how I'm confident we're going to avoid this relegation battle, but it looks like we're just getting more and more drawn into it as Williams is dispossessed by Zappacosta, topping off what's been an awful game for the man. I cannot wait to have Manu Sanchez back as Adai shoots wide there. I'm going to have to look into this Adai guy. Is he like 9.1 against us? Let's see, where did he come from? He was from Tottenham. Tottenham signed him from Sassuolo. He went on loan to Seattle Sounders, and now he's out on loan here at at Villa. He looks like quite a player. 19 years old. Let's give him a scout. We might actually try and buy him in summer. Who knows? As Zappacosta finds Adai with the throw. It's back with Zappacosta, who feeds Grealish. Grealish now looking for the play. Tries to find Target, but Elliott picks it up. And then, oh my word. No. 6-1. This is awful. And are they going to get another one here? It's 5 minutes have gone of the 3 added. The ref has been, like, they asked me if I was going to complain about the ref. I said no. And then we've had a game like this where a potential offside has been let in. And for whatever reason, adds another 2 minutes of added time. The bottle is getting thrown. I'm far from pleased with that result, guys. Be as demotivated as you like. You played shit. You played absolutely garbage. Pardon my language. I know YouTube doesn't like the swear words. Yeah, I promised them a day off if they were successful here, but that's not happening now. Adam Armstrong's out for 1 to 3 days. Martinez wants to discuss club matters. I think I was too harsh on the team. Do I agree? I understand your concerns, but let's just see if we can both get on with our jobs as normal. I need to see some action from you to approve things. Need to stop questioning the managerial. It might be unprofessional, but I'm saying what needs to be said. The fact that it's completely unacceptable and needs to stop. You can't drop the issue, you're afraid. You played terribly. You lost 6-1 to Villa. You are all playing awfully. Of course I'm going to tell you that you're being garbage. Let's see, do we have a post-match press conference to go through? Like, I'm losing the dressing room here, ladies and gents. I am losing the dressing room. But here's our post-match press conference. Now let's see what we've got. Weren't able to get the win today, but at least some consolation in the fact that Fulham also... I don't want to get any of that. We're focused on what we can do. Matty Target had a great match. He was very good. Other teams have quality players too, and we're going to be on the wrong end of performance like that every now and then. Why can't you keep the goals out? We have been unlucky. Struggled on the road for a long time. Why can't you put an end to the misery? Some of the places can be quite intense. No one disliked that. Offered from Crew. Doesn't look amazing. Yeah, I'll just acknowledge that. And Swat Sadar as a defensive midfielder is going to be a good option, I think. Yeah, he's going to be a very good option. So we are going to 20.5 million though. We'll add him to our transfer targets shortlist and hopefully pick him up at some point. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. We have had, that's the wrong button to click, we have had an awful time of it recently, and a 6-1 defeat to Villa. That's kind of one of the nails in the coffin there, but hopefully against Crystal Palace and Tottenham, we'll do all right, and we will come back to see us against Leeds and Bournemouth. But thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you fancy to, leave a comment down below. My Twitter will also be in the description down there, so make sure you click through, give a follow, and come and have a natter with me over there. As always, though, I have been Deej. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.